twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do when nobody loves me. Girl Joe, and I'm back with my first YouTube video in 3 years. Hi guys, I know it's been a while, a long time. I've changed, adapted, grown up. A lot of things have happened since you last saw me. But just how I thought about it is that you've all seen me through high school, you saw me go to college, and now I kind of want to share my adulthood with y'all. So just let's get into just like where I've been, the life update, and what's happening right now. So I actually did end up graduating college, in case you guys didn't know. A lot happened in college. Last time you saw me, I was a sophomore, and it was like my fall semester, so it was still pretty early. I was still dealing with the like post effects of COVID, you know, like was on campus but all my classes were remote, so really just had a difficult time overall. Not like a bad time, but just like the socialization wasn't there. The connections I made freshman year, like that first semester before COVID hit, wasn't there. Just definitely a different vibe. Was really just more focused on the educationals. Was also like a semi-dark time in my life. I feel like sophomore year, for everybody who graduated in 2019 and went to college, I feel like sophomore year and like the end of freshman year was just so hard for all of us. I know for me, like I couldn't be home, but I had to be at school, but being at school wasn't better than being at home. I mean, it was because it wasn't home, but there wasn't actually anything happening to make it actually better than home, if you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, but after that, after sophomore year, I did have my first internship that summer, and it wasn't a traditional internship. It was my first like complete remote internship, and it was obviously like in my industry, so it was a fashion internship, and that was cool. It was paid, it was corporate. And then right after that, I studied abroad. So the fall of my junior year, so August 2021 to December 2021, your girl was in Italy, and Italy vlog coming soon. The fact that I vlogged my whole entire study abroad experience, but I just have so much footage. It's like 40 minutes of footage, and some of it's talking, some of it's not. I just haven't edited that yet. I'm so sorry, but that will be coming soon to you guys. Like, I promise, okay? Also, while I was studying abroad, I actually went to Greece, I went to France, and I went to Spain. So your girl was really traveling. And actually, before studying abroad, I just remembered now, I went to Puerto Rico. So that was my first like trip that I've ever taken, like on my own, without my parents, with my own money. And obviously, like when I studied abroad, I went all these other places. So that was cool. And I went with my friend Kiki, who you'll be seeing a lot in like these upcoming vlogs, some of the videos that I filmed prior that I haven't yet to post. My bad, y'all. Like, I just don't love editing YouTube videos, because they're just so long and it takes so much time. I'm such a perfectionist. Like, I'll record the videos, I have the video ideas, but editing the actual video, I don't know why, but that's like where I draw the line sometimes. After studying abroad, I just went back onto campus, and that was the first time on campus, and campus actually like campusing and like having like well, I guess it wasn't football games, but like having like the baseball games and the hockey games and the fashion shows and all the school events and the dances. So honestly, I love my junior year of college. I feel like that's my favorite year, but then like senior year topped that like nobody's business. So I did actually have another internship after my junior year. That was another corporate fashion internship, but it was cool because I was able to get like paid housing for like 4 weeks. So I loved that. And that was also the summer I turned 21. So for my 21st birthday, I had a weekend in New York with the girls, with my friends. I planned it all out and invited everybody. And even though like I'm from Jersey, as you guys know, like I live in Jersey, I didn't really spend that much time growing up like in the city. It was my first like adult time in the city, doing what girls do when you're 21. I don't think I vlogged that. Well, I did for TikTok, but definitely not for like YouTube. That's definitely somewhere like on my TikTok or Instagram channels, which are linked down below. So don't forget to follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and follow me on Pinterest too. I don't know if you guys follow people on Pinterest, but definitely do that at the Joe Georges. It's been the same since I've had my YouTube channel. Also, I started like years ago. So TheJogerGes. Follow your girl so you can keep up to me when I don't always post on YouTube. And then after that, I just lived my life senior year. I had an apartment senior year. I actually do have an apartment tour video for college that is coming soon after this video. That's just been sitting in the archives, but I'm gonna deliver that to you guys. Sorry for holding that hostage, but I lived in an apartment with 3 other girls who are like my absolute bestest friends. Kiki, who I mentioned, and then Hannah and Maddie. Love those girls with everything in me. And we just had a blast senior year. We were able to go to the bars. We really just like had like an easier class load. We had Ulta trips, Target runs, and we just like got to know each other and kind of like decide like what we want our futures to look like. And just spending that year with them was honestly super cool. It was just fun. I don't know, like nothing bonds you like those last roommates that you have senior year, the ones that like that are your friends and you guys like just do everything with and you actually like, walk across the stage with. Like that was a great moment. I also went to Mexico for spring break. Oh my gosh. Actually, there's so much things I gotta tell you guys. I went to Mexico for that spring break because I would all the time joke that like, oh my gosh, if I don't go to Mexico before graduation, before my senior year, I'm not graduating. Obviously that was like a big exaggeration, but like I was like low-key dead serious. So we went to Mexico. It was just Kiki and I, and then Hannah and Maddie went to New Orleans. So we kind of like split off into our different spring breaks. Where did we go in Mexico? It was Riviera Maya. So it was like in between Cabo and Tulum, or was it in between Cancun and Tulum? I don't really know where it is in location. We went to Riviera Maya. We just kind of stayed on the resort. We went like ziplining, ATVing. That was fun. I think I vlogged that. I don't know. If I vlogged it, you'll be seeing a vlog coming soon. If I didn't, my bad. There's a TikTok version for sure. What else did we do senior year? Oh, senior year was actually kind of fun because I got flew out to New York 3 times. One was for a job interview, and then like that same week, like I came back on like Tuesday, and then that Wednesday I was flown out back to New York because I guess I'm an alumni of the Women at Dior mentorship program, apprenticeship program is actually what they call it. That was a cool experience. I had applied for that like the middle of my junior year, then got accepted and was in that like up until like halfway of my senior year. So I got flown to New York, got to meet some people from the Dior team, got to meet some cool amazing girls. I get some more information on that if you guys want to, just let me know. I feel like I pretty much like kind of mastered my resume in college and like what led for me to get like my first job out of college. So if you want to just learn more about like how I just survived college, beefed up my resume, got like these internships, worked these retail positions, just let me know. I feel like I'm like some type of expert. I'm not the most expert of experts, but I definitely like, I know my stuff. What else happened senior year? I know we just lived life. We enjoyed it. Like, that was the last time just being involved in certain clubs, certain activities. I honestly, like, if I could do my senior year all over again of college, I totally would. Maybe. I don't really want to go back to school stuff. It's kind of crazy that it's branching almost 1 year since I graduated college. I graduated college on May 12th, 2023. And now it's April 2024. Psychotic, I know. Hey, I'm an adult now. I still can't believe it, but I actually did graduate with 2 degrees, 1 entrepreneurship, 1 in fashion merchandising, which I think I kind of told you guys about beforehand, but it was definitely an interesting experience for me overall. And with my entrepreneurship degree, I actually like started a business. Well, I started a business before really like diving deep into my entrepreneurship classes. And then like my entrepreneurship classes helped me with my business. My business is called Society Boutique. I actually have a podcast episode all about that. Yes, I have a podcast, kind of crazy. I'll talk more about my podcast like a little later in this video. But if you want like more insights into my business and where it's at now, I'll link the actual podcast where I talk about my business down below. Can you guys hear that? There's like a motorcycle outside my apartment. That was unnecessarily loud. But yeah, I had my business and I still technically do have it. We're just like in a weird spot right now. But I was selling, well, first off, I started in 2020. So technically I should have like, when I ended YouTube and started my business, should have like definitely overlapped. But at first I started selling sunglasses. And if you remember when I used to sell sunglasses, you were a ride or die, like you are a real one in OG. Then I started selling jewelry, and I still technically do sell jewelry at this time, but I don't know, I feel like my priorities got like shifted and moving, and I just can never like focus the best on one thing. Like instead of giving I would try to give everything 100%, but by trying to give everything 100%, I end up giving everything like 15, 20, 30%, because I just did so many things. So now we're trying to really evaluate my life and get better at that. Yeah, so that's kind of like the college update of this so far. So where I'm at now, your girl's employed. She has a big girl job. I work a 9 to 5. And I left my college town, obviously. Well, I guess it's not obvious. But so, obviously, I was in Ohio for school in the Midwest. Very weird, random for me. As you know, Jersey girl, born and raised. And now I'm back in Jersey. I actually work in New York City, but I live in Jersey City. So, like, you know, I'm in the New York City metropolitan area. And my job, it's cool. I like it. I enjoy it. It's definitely, like, different. It's definitely not college. I can tell you that right now. I'm actually like in a training program. So it's like one of those post-grad programs. Like a lot of companies actually have them. So basically instead of like just diving straight into a role with minimal training, they really take like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 months, like actually train you. Mine's more a rotational training program, so I was able to rotate in different departments of the company, and soon in the next like 2-3 weeks I will be placed into like my full-time role. It's still a full-time job. I would place into like my adult role without any training anymore. Like I'll just be like in the business working. So honestly, very excited about that part of my journey. It's kind of exciting. It's kind of weird because like I've been working for almost a year, though it doesn't feel like that. And so okay, now I'm gonna like work even more now, like work even realer than before. So like I said, I moved out on my own. It was honestly a very like weird time period. No, it was weird because like I didn't spend any downtime at home, like at my house, like where my family is at all whatsoever. So like I drove from Ohio to New Jersey. I spent the night, like 6 hours max with my family just to move into my apartment. I love my little penthouse suite, that's what I call it. She's not a penthouse yet, but one day I will have a penthouse, and we're just waiting for that. Yeah, it's also, I guess another update is, I don't think I talked about my car on here, the fact that like I bought my own car when I was 19, so that was probably like the end. Oh, you definitely don't know, because I bought my car at 19, the end of sophomore year. So this is like after like I ended YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. Somebody probably knows about that, but I bought my own car. And then, of course, guess what happened? 3 weeks after moving to Jersey City in New York, why'd I get into a car accident? And my car was totaled. So we love that for me. The car accident, I was not at fault at all whatsoever. I got hit by 2 cars, and my car Midnight, may she rest in peace, didn't make it. So I'm kind of like an in-between right now. Like, do I want a car? Do I actually need a car? Since I go in the city a lot, but I do have family like in central Jersey too, so it's like I'm really like in the middle but not in the middle. But that also happened. That kind of left me in like a dark space for a while, because like no, that happened like a week and a half before my birthday. Like I was ready to not celebrate my 22nd. It just was like, it was a rough little time, but we're here, we're persevering, and it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. Just gotta stay positive, or realistic. If not completely positive, you just gotta stay realistic overall. Another little update, I don't know if this is so much of an update, but like I guess like dating, relationship status stuff. So I dated a few, I dated a few people, went on a few dates. I mean, not that many dates, but I talked to a few people or whatever. I hate the term talking, but I did that last summer when I moved here. I mean, I had some stuff going on in college, but none of it was serious. And also like boys right now, men right now, they're just, it's hard out here for the single girlies. Like if you're in a relationship, stay in your relationship. If it's healthy, stay in it. But for us single girls out here, it's hard. And I was on like the dating apps too for a while, but like I just realized I have a lot more self-respect for myself at this time. So I'm no longer on the dating apps. I mean, I might go back, but I probably won't. I am like dating right now, but like not really. Like I'm open to dating right now, but I'm not actively seeking people to date, if that makes sense. I just want to meet people organically to actually go on these dates. I'm just tired of like the social media online stuff. Okay, Instagram is fine. Meeting someone off of Twitter is questionable. TikTok dating is very, very rare. This isn't like Monet and Jalen. So, and like dating apps, no, like I can't go on these like dating apps. So I want to meet someone organically, and I guess Instagram can be like semi-organic. You know what I mean? Like I want to be like out at a day party or at the mall or like at a restaurant. Somebody's like, hey, you're so gorgeous. Can I have your number? I don't know. Like, what happened to romance? What happened to chivalry? What happened to chivalry? Like, where is that in today's day and age? That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. I'm also dating more seriously, as in like, I'm not gonna be stuck in a situationship. I'm not that type of girl. Like, I'm a girlfriend. I'm a whole package. Like, if I'm dating someone, I'm dating to become your girlfriend in hopes of us like one day getting married. You know, I just don't want to waste my time. It's very valuable. Time is money, and I don't have money to waste. Okay, so I did mention that I had a podcast. So my junior year of college, I started a podcast, and then it very quickly like fell off. Well, only fell off because like editing your voice is so much harder than editing a video. Like, it's easier because you don't have to like look at facial expressions or anything, but I'm so picky. If I breathe too loud, I cut it out. If I stutter, I cut it out. If I'm saying too many ums, I'm cutting it out. If I say like too much, I'm cutting it out. So filming a podcast is so hard. Editing a podcast is so hard, but I just wanted to like share my experience about my 20s and what I've gone through, what I've learned. And I just like I have so much wisdom to share, which is kind of crazy because I'm only 22, almost 23. So like, what do I know? I feel like everybody's experience is unique. And I just know there has been so many times where I felt alone in my situations. I felt just alone in what I'm doing or where I am currently. And I just want to share my experiences, my life, my stories with people, so like they don't feel alone as well. So my podcast is called The State of Joe. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and probably any other podcasting platform. I'll link it down below. I definitely have gone like back and forth between like editing consistently and like dropping episodes, but I do try to drop episodes every Wednesday. Well, okay, bi-weekly on Wednesday, so like every other Wednesday. I just feel like that's more sustainable for me in the long run, because listen, I do have a lot I can talk about. I have a ton of topics to talk about, a lot of thoughts going on in this head I want to share with y'all. Well, there's only so many thoughts I can share with y'all. So bi-weekly it is. I do have an Instagram for that. It's State of Joe Podcast on Instagram, but like I'm still kind of figuring out like what I want to post on that Instagram. Because like, what do you even post on a podcast Instagram? Because I'm not one of those people who's like recording my podcast and recording myself speaking, like videoing myself and like posting on the internet. I'm just not there yet. Like, my setup is just me and my MacBook Pro. My setup is just me, my MacBook Pro, and my Beats. Like, I don't have a mic yet, even though I could easily buy a mic and afford one. I just don't feel like it yet. So we're in a weird little spot right now. In terms of social media, I kind of blew up on TikTok. Okay, I didn't like blow up, like my account didn't blow up, but I had a very, very viral video. It was so viral. There was a Reddit post about it. There was, my video went to Twitter. What else happened? So I don't know what happened. My camera just stopped recording. But we're back recording. That was so weird, y'all. Like, the battery didn't die. I have storage on my SD card. Interesting, weird. Anyways, what was I even talking about? Oh, I went viral on TikTok. Y'all, I went viral on TikTok. The story ended up on Spiritual Word on Instagram, and that got 1 million views. The video got like almost 2 million views. People stitched it, and the stitch almost got 2 million views. It was kind of embarrassing. Well, it was only embarrassing because if I knew that video would went that viral that quickly, like I posted it on like a Monday or Tuesday, by Wednesday, it was everywhere. I was getting posts, I was getting comments. Like, my TikTok was blowing up, y'all. Like, if I knew it was gonna blow up that much, I would have like done my makeup. I would have worn a different shirt. It's me wearing a yellow Bumble shirt. But basically the video was just about me suing this Instagram hairstylist because this girl took my deposit, $100 deposit, and did not do my hair. She overslept, y'all. And then she texted me like 2 hours later, ha, my bad, glad you didn't panic. And then she said she's gonna give me back my money, refunds go out on Monday, I'll get it to you soon, I'll bring it to you, I'll give it to you cash. Never got my money. I mean, you should watch all the videos on TikTok. Like, I have updates upon updates and like broke it down a lot better. I don't really feel like recounting it on here. Like, the TikToks have all the screenshots and the evidence, blah, blah, blah. But essentially, never getting back my money. Took her to small claims court. Got a court judgment against her. Still didn't give back my money for a good while. Set her an information subpoena to get the information from her bank and stuff to go get the money from her bank. Didn't send me that. I tried to be nice one last time. I was like, hey, send me the money via Apple Pay and we can be done with this. Didn't do that. Okay, well, she did that, but she paid me $104. So my deposit was $100. The court judgment was $142. And after texting, I was like, you know what, you owe me $314, which I was gonna do anyway. I'm like, this has been going on for months. Like, you owe me more than $100. Whatever. Then she's trying to pay this back, and like I'm Klarna, like I'm Afterpay, paying it in payments. And then she paid the first payment, $104. Never heard from that girl again. So now I gotta go back to court, blah, 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 to get more money. Like, I would have let it go if she gave me back the $100 in September, October, before I filed with the court. And then I would have accepted the $142 if she had just given it back to me when the video went viral. So now, like, I got $104 from her. It's not cutting it. Because I like requested $314 from her. So like, now I need all my money back. Now, like, I'm going to court, I'm getting more money from her. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, the fact that, like, she's trying to ghost me, like, get me, like, off her case, off her tail. Like, girl, I've already taken you to court once. I will do it again. You picked the right one, okay? But look at the TikTok videos. It just explains a lot better than I am. And apparently she's like a alleged scammer who's done this before, based on what people have like DM'd me and told me. A lot of things happened about that, but go check that out. I'll link that directly below. I'm going to dive a little bit into like my current goals I have for like myself in my life, just so you guys can kind of know where I'm at right now, what type of woman I have become. So I'm really just focusing on my social media. I know I like content creation. Like, you guys know, I've had YouTube. I have over hundreds of videos on YouTube. They're not embarrassing. It's shown growth of who I am, but Lord, thank God, I have glowed up now. And I love content creation. I love like making videos and speaking and trying to be creative and just like connecting with people who like I don't see on a day-to-day basis, or like who aren't like physically next to me. I've had like blogs in the past, you guys know this, so I'm just focusing on like my TikTok, my podcast, and YouTube, as well as like my Instagram. But like, I just forget to take photos often. I look good on Instagram, but if I'm not on vacation, it's very rare that I'm posting a photo on Instagram. Like, it's just so hard, like, because all I do is go to work. And on the weekends, your girl's a homebody. Like, I'm right here in this bed every weekend by myself, which is totally fine. I also want to discover new hobbies. I just like everything costs money nowadays, but I just like trying new things. So I'm looking for like new hobbies. I've been reading forever and I love reading, but your girl can only read so many books, you know? So I want to try like hobbies, like I don't know, like pottery and painting and I don't know, like yoga. Well, I do like yoga, but like being more consistent with like yoga and stuff like that, maybe like working out. So I just want to discover new hobbies, kind of figure out like what I like, what I want to invest in, like what I want to pay for, and like what things I can do like for free on my own. I also want to get right with God. I need to get right with God. I've been slacking off for a long time, and I have moments where like I'm great with him. I have moments where I'm not the best with him, and I think that sometimes I just take advantage that he's always there for me, but I need to get right with God and really just like dive deeper into my Bible and like my spirituality, my spirit. Oh my gosh, what is English? And dive deeper with my spirituality, spiritual. I don't know, whatever that word is, however you say it. Dive deeper with that. It's just like myself and kind of just figure out like who am I like inside and just unpack some things, you know. Nothing too crazy, just the norm. I also want to learn like what I want for my career. Obviously, my first job is not going to be my forever job. Like, things change, people like switch companies, people like move departments. I just kind of figure out what like I want for my career, or like what I would love my ideal career to look like, and how do I get there, what do I want. I definitely have had like a niche down idea of my career like in college. Obviously that's why like I chose like the internships I chose. I worked at the certain retailers that I worked at, like, you know, certain clubs that I did. But like, what do I actually want of my career? But also like, what are the other things in my industry that I didn't know about that I can do? So also like some things to think about as well. And I guess find a boyfriend. I mean, if a boyfriend finds me, I'll take him. If he doesn't, I'm okay being young, hot, and single. Like, I'm living life, you know? I'm living life. My other goals be better financially. I've come from a low income background, and then having like a steady, stable job straight out of college has definitely been like very different for me, because I've already been like a sort of serial spender. I'm not a shopaholic, but I like to spend money. Like, who honestly doesn't? Like, I'm sad I'm spending money, I'm happy I'm spending money, but just being better at my finances, like having a savings and just like looking into like investing in stocks and like 401ks, like setting myself up for the future is definitely important for me. So that's something like is one of my goals. Those are like my big overarching goals, like the ones that I feel like really matter. Obviously like, little goals involve, you know, me becoming like more gorgeous, adding more things to my wardrobe, decorating my apartment some more, because I've lived here for like almost a year, okay, probably like 9-10 months, and I just feel like my apartment's like bare bones. Like, it has like the bare decorations, but it could be a lot more personality in here, so definitely like looking into that. Okay, so what you guys can expect from me in this YouTube channel is just me really combining my life experiences and my thoughts and just like me into like what I do on a day-to-day basis. So like some of the things I definitely want to focus on more is just like self-care, having fun, as well as travel. I feel like that's really like the three like big ideas or like keywords, I guess, for my life. It's like a motto for my life is like self-care, fun, and travel. So I kind of just definitely want to like share that with you guys, and like we can see that in like some skincare videos, travel vlogs, maybe day in the life vlogs or weekly vlogs. I don't know. Like I said, all I do is work. But also like I probably take you guys along with me, like trying new hobbies and like my summer, because I'm definitely planning to be outside this summer. Okay, like the sun is out, my summer personality is defrosting. I'm ready to have a great time this summer. And honestly, like you guys are just gonna see like any part of my life that I want to share with you guys. It's really just gonna be like a lifestyle channel, basically. I mean, it'll be like lifestyle, like fashion and beauty, of course, but like it's my life and you guys are just going to be watching it, basically. And we're just going to sprinkle some of the things that I like in there as well, and you guys are just going to get to know me a lot better, and we're just going to survive these 20s together, because Lord knows these 20s, they're not easy. They're fun, but there are some trials in these 20s, okay? Anyways, it was great talking to you guys. First time in a long time. I'm so glad that we did this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on all my other social medias. See you next time. Bye. Where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gonna love me like you